tremendously. This additional 1% is an insult. The $2 increase in minimum wage is too small. It is purely an election gimmick. $25 an hour is a realistic starting point for minimum wage considering the cost of living. Asked about property tax, to which the minister said 89,441 property owners have already paid, garnering more than $91 million in revenue. She said that also was based on lies. He said the money is going to the local government offices, but the money is not going there. She said, it is going to be under the control of the Minister of Finance, and the history of this minister is that he doesn't release money. His predecessor will lay an official response to the budget in Parliament on October 4th.
Proposed manifesto. Well, look, these guys here in power. Tanabata manifesto, you're getting it live. Where's your plans? And you are to choose now.
Now that she needs me, I will work hard. You are
they deal with the level of medication where people calling where they can't get the medicine, they can't get the medicine, they can't get the medicine, and they don't have the money to buy it. What did that budget address?
Things bad in Trinidad.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. No more Julie Mango to eat. Still telling me that I should go out there. No way. No way.
Lennox Smith, don't forget to call Mikey K. Remember, I can't bring you on video-wise unless he's on. Yellow like you. So please, could you handle that for me, please?
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. I will work hard.
So please, Trinidad and Tobago, you out there in your thousands
Lennox Smith TCT.
that follow the Ground Report.
Lennox Smith TCT.
It's over 200 and something of you already.
OC 2024.
And I'm just
The Ground
asking,
Report on corridor transformation. Nothing but the truth.
what did that budget do for you? Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning to you, Davey. Hey, McLeod. Good morning to you. And Black Jackman, good morning. Sabrangani, a pleasant good morning to you. Sabrina, Sam Lal Singh, good morning to you. Hanifa D. Mohammed, good morning. Afisa, in fact. Oh boy, Onika, pleasant good morning. Daro, good morning. Alrupa, pleasant good morning to you. Mentor, you're early. Daniel Singh, good morning to you. Dexter Saunders, a pleasant good morning. Gemma C. Prasad, good morning. Michael Scotton, a pleasant good morning. Hey, Madi, good morning to you. Wendy Anjan, a pleasant good morning. Nadira, good morning to you. Kenrick Prasad, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Pam Gray, good morning. Ruby, good morning to you.
Like a mule, sister to drop one time. Yes, you're still telling me that I should go.
Heavenly Thomas, a pleasant good morning to you.
No way,
Christian Reyes, a pleasant good morning.
yes, I pledge to serve my country.
Warrell, good morning to you, my brother.
Now that she needs
Devon, good morning to you. Enjoy Pinky, good morning. Esther,
Lord, things high.
good morning to you, Esther.
Bring back the ship afloat. No denying God.
Keith, Ramnat, not Rowley, a pleasant good morning to you.
I work with you, brother, you work with me. Together, we could previously
Hey, Danny, a pleasant good morning.
in a dress of love. Let us all join our hands and say, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sancha, good morning. Yes.
To serve my country,
Yes.
Tobago and Trinidad.
Ahead, are we talking about?
a pledge.
Yeah.
Now that she needs me, I will work hard.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
So a simple question to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. What did you understand about that budget? What did it do for you? Is that budget a distraction? Away from no water, the home invasions, the murders, the unemployment, the lack of opportunities, the healthcare system. We're coming to back up of all those various surgeries. We're coming to medication. What it did for you? Did it distract you from the property tax? Don't know, just asking. No water home there, but you have to still pay your light bill, your water rate. Did it address why the equal opportunity of every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago did not take part? But what our Prime Minister had said, the rich must get richer, make the rich richer in order to take care of the poor. Did it address why?
Lennox
You
Smith
see in Christian
TCT,
Mute.
first. OC
Put out
2024.
a
View ground
$1
report on four-year
billion
transformation.
in profit.
Nothing but the truth.
You know what property you have? You know how much money the people of Trinidad and Tobago could have get out of that $1 billion? Some of them people and them, the government renting from them and they still wouldn't pay commercial taxes. They come to we first. What says thou? Are you all ready to hit the streets and ask the tax? Before we go to all of that, what's your thought on this dirty budget? This distraction? What do you understand about it? Let me know how Frina, Mohammed, let me know. I'm going to say pleasant good morning to baby. Teacher Balmain. Safi, a pleasant good morning to you. 8 and 8 doubles and roti out there. Noel Brown, your wife. All of you. Not forgetting the young lady out there. And I had to call Jimmy. Songs I say A and A doubles, I say Jimmy Ranquit. Good morning to you. Marvin Lee Davis, a pleasant good morning to you. Marilyn C. Charan, good morning to you. Nicky Nick, good morning. Anaram Sami, a pleasant good morning to you. Anne-Marie Amin, good morning to you. Sharon, good morning. Michael Khan, good morning to you. Lachman, a pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Glenda, Isaac, a pleasant good morning to you. Yolanda Cordner, good morning. John, a pleasant good morning to you. Ricardo Young, good morning. Sukal, good morning. Big Spix, good morning. Angela, good morning to you. Bash, good morning. Pauli Posada, a pleasant good morning to you. Helen Ali, good morning. Nigel Black, a pleasant good morning to you. Ryan, a good morning. Anne-Marie Bolan, a good morning. Keelan Harris, a pleasant good morning to you. Gregory Charles, good morning. Rosa Ali, good morning. Brian. Roma Price, a pleasant good morning to you.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Primraj, good morning. Jesse, a pleasant good morning to you. Rajaram, good morning. Hope I pronounced that right. Margaret, a good morning to you, Margaret. Daniel, a pleasant good morning to you. Alan, Hercules, good morning. Ronald, good morning. Joseph Moses, good morning to you. Sita, Commissie Young, a good morning to you. So much of people already. Grace Caesar, good morning. Ja Group, good morning. JM, a pleasant good morning to you. I ask you all some very serious questions. Janet Singh, a good morning.
Lennox Smith TCT, first. Oct
Noel,
2024.
good morning to
The
you.
Ground Report on Corridor Transformation, nothing
All
but
the
the
Noels,
truth.
all the Noels. Annie, good morning. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dennis C. Paul and his daughter Journey, that is luck on, a pleasant good morning to you. Big Ram and your wife, a pleasant good morning. Lachman, a pleasant good morning. Mark Gittins, good morning to you. Mira from Princestown, good morning. Joe Ali, my schoolmate, a pleasant good morning to you. Sita Motilal, good morning. Rick Williams, a pleasant good morning to you. Paul, good morning. Miss Arima, good morning to you. Carmen, all of you. Think I reach the end of the line there. I'm gonna go to the WhatsApp messages. Narayan Harrigan, good morning to you. D'Souza, good morning. Nice, you all share, please share. Let's get on to business. This is good. Look at the numbers already, very early. Shows that we are reaching somewhere. And pleasant good morning to those of you that log on to the Ground Report for the first time or for the second time, to all you, the new followers of the Ground Report on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, whether it's Corridor Transformation or Workers' Right Platform. Welcome to the Ground Report. Thanks so much for giving us your opportunity to be in your homes, on your gadgets, in your minds, and to have discussions constructively with each other. Because we all want to live better. We all deserve to live better. And we all must demand that we have to live better. Was this budget a distraction? Ramjatan, good morning to you. Calvary Spirit, good morning. Deborah, Dave, good morning. Glenn, good morning. Bobby, good morning to you, Bobby. All of you that are now lock on, jumping on. Very good. Mohan, good morning to you. Esther, Gloria X Escola, good morning. I want to hear early. What's your thoughts on Collins in boots, M's boot? Budget, mama guy, detraction from the real issues. What's your thoughts? CJ, good morning to you. And the only way I can know your thoughts. Omati, Mohammed, good morning. The only way I can know your thoughts is by your voice notes and by your calls. The lines are open. Numbers to call: 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call or WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053.
Lennox Smith TCT, first. OC 2024, View Ground Report
What's
on Corridor
your thoughts?
Transformation,
A
nothing
budget
but
to
the truth.
distract you from the property tax. The reservoir in a rainy season is an all-time low. When dry season coming just now, oh Lord. The continued excuses and blame game. Tunsan, good morning to you. Always on it. Yeah, full be Chinese or half. Let me get on to business, y'all. Nick Cherry, I'll show that is what I see pass me quick. Sometimes only writing so quick. Just pass him a whoop. So I think I see Nick Cherry. Pleasant good morning. So let's see. The lines are open. Let's see. Again, so much of you. Ah, boy. You all have nothing to say. Everybody is wish to Napuna is be around. And always have a problem when some people talking long. Why are you talking so long? Well, you're not damn calling. Are you calling to talk long too? Are you sending your voice notes or making your contributions accordingly based on the people who will call in and talk long? So who will be the first person to give me that call or send that voice note in what they understand about this budget? Please tell me. No go through. That one tell all you that the love PNM, you know. The love them, you know. It's a set of talk by everybody, you know. People there, let me hear. Everybody, I'm Sam here to tell everybody the other day. Oh, let me see who, boy. It's a set of talk. Let me see. Why nobody in why nobody ain't
Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramley with headline news here on CNC3. On Monday, Finance Minister Kam Imbit presented the 2024-2025 budget themed steadfast and resolute forging pathways to prosperity.
Oh, they don't call me now. Look how long I warming up, pulling people, asking you all what is all your thoughts. I will tell you they're not fast and the gun. Now I Rowley and them and the PNM will continue to dig out all the eye. Or they too lay back. Or they too gullible. Alright, let me hear.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramley with headline news here on CNC3. On Monday, Finance Minister Kam Imbit presented the 20.
No, don't call me. I want to hear. I will dissect from the CNC, the PNM news. Simple. I told you, let's send your voice notes and what's your thoughts. Was it a mama guy? Was it a distraction? Nah, don't call, no. Nah, ask all you. Send all your voice notes now. What it was. Nice. We'll finish this. Let me hear this. Let me detract. Detect. I want to dissect your thoughts. Well, leave me with no choice. Yeah, and it's Rowley. Daddy Rowley I have. Well, if I get on grumpy this morning. After you hear clown like him, but read that daughter's budget like that. How will you want to be? Not like a clown. Act. I act like how they take all away. But not me. Not me. Are we here?
Steadfast and resolute forging pathways to prosperity. Among the highlights, a total budget revenue of $54.224 billion. The total
I'm pause that.
budget
Lenny
was
Smith TC
59.
first.
Let me
OC
pause that.
2024, View Ground
Wait,
Report
the
on
name of that
Further
budget?
Transformation.
After 9 years? A resolute to prosperity? 9 years after you broke all the way? You kill the country? 9 years? Let me hear what's the name of that budget. What madness are you in here, boy?
Among the highlights, a total budget revenue of $54.224 billion. The total budget expenditure was 15. Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramley with headline news here on CNC3. On Monday, Finance Minister Kam Imbit presented the 2024-2025 budget themed steadfast and resolute forging pathways to prosperity.
Steadfast and resolute to certain pathways to prosperity? You there 9 years and you going on the road and campaign in Diego Martin, the campaign in Lavante, campaign San Fernando and all these PNM stronghold areas to now bring to we. 9 years after, now you come to tell me? Now you come like you telling me you never got a chance to run this country? And you now get the opportunity after all these years? I don't know, you know. Look at this. On YouTube here. They have a man named PNM till I dead him. I can't handle that name. You know. I feel that name is a mama guy. You know. That name I could get blocked. And if Port of Spain calling. And I just Port of Spain to call, then I see my face, PNM till I dead. Ah, boy. Resolute. Let me continue this day. Let me hear where is this new Grand Slam. Aye, give me a chance. I'm gonna take care of you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. For the last 9 years, going on 10. All the problems that you all are going through is not my fault. It's the Indian. It's Kamala. Kamala have a suffering all you. Kamala the reservoirs low. Kamala had the mother told. Kamala no only no water, no only pipe or the medication or ain't getting. It's Kamala. Now I get she off my back. After all these years, I go see about all you now. Vote for me. I go set you free.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
$4 billion. The total
Please, I'm not taking any calls. I'm not taking any calls. Voice notes. Voice notes only. Voice notes only.
of 5.517 billion. The minister also proposed a range of incentives, including a public sector minimum wage increase from $20.50 to $22.50 per hour from November 2024, as well as an offer of 5% increase to public sector workers for the period 2020 to 2022. On the national security
Aye, aye, aye. But 0001. The 4%. The pledge of the still got the money. They give only 5% November coming. Aye, 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 aye. All you have to do is promise and again. Hey, just promise them. I value it. I promise you. You just vote for me. And you'll get a CPEP work. You'll get a contract. Okay. You want me to sign, you want me to put some paperwork where to sign that for your voter? I am Dr. Rowley. Look, I'm going to get the paper to sign that paper. I will sign in the dotted line that what I offer you, so long as I get a chance. You have it in black and white, you can carry it in court. I'm going to do this for you. No, Dr. Rowley. No, Coleman Bird. I don't want to sign on the dotted line. I know you. I trust you. What you say is where you get PNM on your mouth. The big, you know them better man. When they don't talk, now you're peeing yourself. You ain't want to watch them close because you're saying, boy, them serious, them bad boy. But behind all that blah, 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 that nothing behind it. That have been PNM for all the years I growing up, you know. We're going to deal with the water problem in Trinidad. We're going to fix the roads. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. PNM is the biggest talker it have. You see people like that? Don't like people like that, you know. You see the tack, and no action behind it? Man, yeah, you don't like that neither. People who talk, and no action behind it. But yet, still, all will hate your family, friends, and everybody else that is close to you all. If all only getting talk, and no action behind it. But yet, still, the PNM could just give all their talk. But look, we getting talk 9 years. With all the talk we get, and some of the beautiful things that they say they would have implemented to make our lives better. Are you all seeing it? Wait! I'm looking for it. Like I want to ask policeman Terrence's wife. Terrence! Terrence's wife! I'm looking for the I'm looking for all the promises that never materialize. Right now, I lie down here, I see promises, you know. What I see promises? And listen to the wife. But I thought you would have done with that, Terrence. I thought you had deal with the water situation. I thought that deal with the healthcare system, the national security, the agriculture sector, the education sector. I thought you would have dealt with all of that, Terrence. PNM for you all. All back. Not like mine. But no flipping bite.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me finish listen to this PNM mama guy promises that will never ever materialize. P promises N never M materialize. P pressure N all you know what I'm talking about. M more. Pressure them niggas and them more. PNM for you.
Bang, 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 bang.
I want to call, so I want to get all the voice notes. I'm waiting for Mikey and Lennox to join via video in order for I can get this thing going with them.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramley with headline news here on CNC3. On Monday, Finance Minister Kam Imbit presented the 2024-2025 budget themed Steadfast and Resolute Forging Pathways to Prosperity. Among the highlights, a total budget revenue of $54.224 billion. The total budget expenditure was $59.741 billion, with a fiscal deficit of $5.517 billion. The minister also proposed a range of incentives, including a public sector minimum wage increase from $20.50 to $22.50 per hour from November 2024, as well as an offer of 5% increase to public sector workers for the period 2020 to 2022. On the national security front, Minister Imbit announced that by 2027, government planned to purchase 12 Coast Guard vessels, as well as the purchase of 2 fixed-wing aircraft for Border Patrol. Meanwhile, opposition leader Kama Bisesa has described the finance minister's 2024-2025 budget presentation as an obituary filled with repeated promises. During a media conference shortly after Minister Imbit's presentation, Bisesa said the fiscal policies outlined were predictable. She further noted that the measures outlined were also key hallmarks of the Prime Minister's budget, which included more taxation.
This is the 10th chapter. It is masterpiece of misery. A decade of destruction. That decade completed today as we go into the new budget. We have these many hours of a decade of destruction. We have a PNM 10-year legacy of banditry, broken promises, and betrayal.
And the Tobago House of Assembly has been allocated $2.599 billion, leaving a $1.3 billion shortfall of the requested $3.9 billion. The allocation represents a $22 million increase from last year. The government will also spend $678 million on projects in Tobago, including the Tobago Airport Terminal, which will accommodate 3 million passengers annually, and the $56 million renovation of the Magdalena Grand Hotel. The A.N.R. Robinson Airport upgrade is also expected to be completed in 2025. Well, those were 6 news headlines. We'll have another news update at the top of the hour right here on CNC3.
Good morning, young reporters. Good morning, everyone on Sunday. Mikey K. Lennox. Hey, watch me. Sometimes these callers are going to make me laugh and think of me sometimes when I listen to this thing. Because apparently some of them they're just like Rowdy, but they're stubborn. They're stubborn bad. Obviously, when you're using your phone to play certain messages and certain things to inform us. Oh God, and all I hear the man saying, don't call, don't call. All they don't call now. Oh God, all they head hard, all they bang a seed. Oh God, all they making me look like you don't know order like the piano man, them man. They must listen sometimes to Andy man. And let me do the thing and it come across nice. Every minute, all they interrupting the news, all they interrupting our voice note. Oh man, shut. Just yesterday, I talking about this MTS, but I know MTS was underneath the government, you know. I know that shares in MTS is part of the government. Eh? Look how all they raise minimum wage, all they dealing with MTS and talking because it's God. Eh? All they raise minimum wage by $2.50. Well, let me say $2 because the 50 cents was always there. You understand? So there is minimum wage for certain people $22.50. I think or they put a big piece in CPEP. First of all, they're trying to brainwash the people and thing for vote. Or they raise CPEP. Eh? Or they raise CPEP, URP. I set a ghost gang. I set a ghost gang running down here. Right now, I know a man down here running ghost gang. Only taking people name and they can't see the money. Me, this PLN government really had to go.
My brother out there in Comana, Lacqua, Mr. Lacqua, pleasant good morning to you. He said this budget is a fly catcher. Yeah? A Satan and flies are going to catch you that. A Satan negro that just not understanding that this damn really go, this head negro, King Kakahole, Chief Kunumunu, don't give a damn about all you know. Good morning to you, Lacqua. I'm going to continue them voice notes.
Good morning. This morning I'd like to point out something very important to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So some years ago, the finance minister, Colin Inwood, went to the IMF boasting that he had raised gas prices several times and we didn't riot. And now he's coming to these same citizens and he's telling us that the country will not have to go to the IMF to get funds. This, in fact, is what I think that the government was always trying to do with all their disingenuous policies, closing down Petrotrin, not putting any things in place to recover that kind of thing. This, I believe, was their primary objective, to push us into the hands of the IMF. This government is an agent of the IMF and the World Bank.
Good morning, Andy Lennox and Mikey. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, that budget, that Frankenstein budget. Just imagine,
You name it now.
listen to Indo speak on that budget yesterday. You couldn't make out heads or tails and all because it's like it's neither here nor there. You don't know where the man going. The man talk so much rubbish, so much nonsense. You understand? It's like the man just like he's just going in circles and like he himself didn't even know where he is, why he reading the budget. This is real mad people behavior, Listen, man, in the really and this evil wicked government, only just get out of people's faces now. Only just leave us alone now. You understand? But anyway, go to sleep because he's the one that does that set up things and remove things. And all the time is almost up now. You understand? So it's time for all to get out of your faces. And it's that.
Good morning to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith. This budget is not a budget for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This budget is undermining. But then me come to talk about so much of that because none of these things doesn't really benefit the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. But what we're going on? I come to talk more about the back pay. The back pay with this Prime Minister and the shortcut man robbed the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. The biggest robbery in the world is Rowley. After 9 years, going to 10 years, sit down there and dip down it in the public servant back pay and see the kind of money he had to give the public servant and go down in that money and all they could come up with is 4%. But I want the people of Trinidad and Tobago know, especially them who just line up by the hundreds to go and vote Rowley by the 100. And all they be sitting down, clapping for a failed government. We ain't doing nothing. After 9 years, the country never even jumpstart boost. The country never reach nowhere further, but all we have is a cry government. A government that feel from the moment it starts. All you just do is come.
A government that telling we brace yourself till 2027 hard times ahead. What really is going through the people of Trinidad today? Go ahead, boy. How much shit plenty all you have in all your head, boy? Well, they find a latrine, find a toilet, and go and vomit out. Blow out some of that shit in all your ears. Get a Q-tip. In your nose, get some toilet paper. If it's in your mouth, chuck your finger in your mouth and vomit it out.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lenny Smith.
To talk about the UNC. Thief. Nobody don't want to hear that wrong, anybody. Nobody don't want to hear that. Nobody, you know what the citizen want? The citizen want to know how they can push the country further, go forward, boost the economy, do better than what the partnership done. But you need more people crying and in more pain and suffering, more hardship. Is the more set of bottled water sellers since you come in government, boy. And people just sit down and clap. You don't see the stress and the pain you're putting people through. You haven't done nothing to put a smile on people's face. Some of the workers and all under the partnership, we used to get a thank you at the end of the year Christmas party. You take away all that. You take away everything. Now you not thanks at the end of the year as a Christmas party for government workers. But you come into always talk about the partnership, the UNC, Kamala. But you're a total failure, but you have done nothing for this nation, Rowley and all your whole clan. Nobody don't want to hear that. You feel you could go by the ghost and you talk about Kamala this, Kamala that. Nobody don't want to hear that, boy. You're a total failure to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We can go to the ghost street talking about Kamala. When I watch all the ministers and them bank account, the money stink in the bank. But a little back pay we have, you're going to dip down in it and give people 4%. And on top of that, when you put it on your salary, you're still going and tax that. 4%. That ain't no big set of money. That back pay dividend for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago for workers. When you count up all that money, it's not one person getting that money. The year will not sound like it's one person getting all that amount of money, but that divided to share for the citizens who have done their job. Unlike you who say your money don't sleep out, you want every cent. You want all your money. But the people of this nation and some of these elderlies and all who gain up when it's election time to go is all how we in this problem, you know. Always who how we in this problem because all you hold on to that old nasty habit of voting PNM. It's time to come out of that mindset and try to think and put country first. Always thinking about the younger generation. No job haven't created for young people. It's the most set of bottled water sellers I ever seen. That's the only work you can get on that road to sell water. And people wasting the time to go at town meeting to sit down to clap. For what? For what? Clap, we all clapping for a total failure. That's what we're clapping for. Come on, people, let be more real than that. You gotta look for a working government, somebody who trying to build the economy up. Not somebody who coming with excuse after excuse and only put him because you color your skin. That's a total failure. Nobody looking for no color, no skin, no texture, no hair. We looking for people who could build up the economy. That's the government gotta look for. It's time for me to come out of that old mindset. Go all of you live under the same umbrella here. It doesn't matter what color, race, governing the country. And Williams, this is my this is all I can say this morning because I don't know. But so when I sit down and I study this government and the all the people that were sting by the daggers, I guess I'll come in and tell you what my thoughts is, but anyhow, what have a good morning and also a good evening.
Yeah, brace yourself from now until 2027. But yet your finance minister come and read out a budget data, mama guide the people. And I wonder when election time come because we had a brace yourself, so that means the country got no money, eh? And so all you we to believe. So I wanna know what going to happen when all the election time come and all the start a campaign. Or is only financiers going and get all the money or boy. I don't understand. It's like when a last man said that's not the time for the girl to face the truth, boy. I find before they did call that budget or they should have called election. Forget the budget and just call election now, boy. Because at the end of the day, it's Mama Gisam with all this government Mama guide people for 9 years. 9 years and Mama Gisam and all they still walk over 9, giving Mama Gisam again, telling me about hardship. We are hard times ahead of we from now until the 27 in the second quarter. By 2027 things will be better. 9 years things ain't get better. In 2027, which might be 2 years or a year after, things will get better. Who are they trying to fool? And then it's a property tax and all kind of thing coming on people's head. Eh? Shut man. Andy, I don't know what I need to say though. This government making me feel to cry. Cry more than I already done crying. Because it's only pain and sorrow and suffering.
Good morning, guys, and a very good day to you all. And what a budget that was, a budget to fool the public. One scam alone. After 10 years in power, you're now going to hire 50 contractors to do repairs on road. Not paving, but patching. Because the most of contractors who have all equipment to do paving in this country is about 5. So what they're trying to do, just to fool us, so election come around. I just hope the public remember all the bad roads, the tire that mash up the ball joint, the ends, all the cradle arms that were damaged because of the roads, and now they're going to try to fix it just because election is coming around. Trinidad and Tobago, keep your head up high and do the right thing. Vote this government out. Bye bye. Have a nice day, guys.
Bang, 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 bang.
Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Early morning caller from library. Good morning, Lex. Good morning. Anyhow, make it short. The budget is good. It's just for the PNM financiers, right? To get them richer. And the poor man will still be suffering. That that $2 is not an increase. It should have gone up to 25. But then again, workers like me wouldn't get no 40 hours, we will get 30 hours something. So that's what's going on there. So come back if you're working like for $15.50. Right? The budget, not good. It's only for the PNMites and for the 1%. Nothing for the poor man because they're coming down with some still heavy taxes, right? And an increase in water rates, light bill and everything. The government didn't bring in no revenue.
Mr. A pleasant good morning to Bulls. Bulls Barbershop. Bulls. A pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Pleasant good morning to the ground report crew and to all wonderful citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to say something this morning. I've been saying it for quite a long while, that we need to take away the power from any sitting prime minister to call any election. When we start there, then something could begin to happen. This is point 14.
Bang, 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 bang.
Good morning to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith. This budget, there's not a budget for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This budget is undermining. But then you
Good morning, Andy for Grandy. That budget is a waste of time budget. That is the same thing this man will be regurgitating year after year after year. You could have come and take one of the budget statement from last 5 years ago and play it yesterday and they would not know the difference. We had that rhetoric and gallivanting and foolishness. That is the only day he just feel important. He just feel 10 foot tall. Because he can sit down in parliament and talk about rubbish about expectation. But he put in this country the more debt. And the best joke is them old age pensioners and all other people who collecting grants from the government. The man telling them, well, they have to wait for 3 years and then you could throw something by their foot, a scrap. You could throw something for they to eat, a scrap, or they go get. Or they have to wait 3 years. Many of them wouldn't live to see that 3 years, or they go dead and gone. Or they want to go vote for PNM, vote for that. All the PNM supporters. Or they go over especially, or they granny and grandpa. Go back and vote for the PNM, or they have nothing to get, or they have to live for the next 3 years to collect any money from them. And that is a promise. They try to make it that comfort a fool because you like you will get nothing much than $100. Have a good day, Andy. Andy, just imagine you voting people for your betterment and them coming and tell you 3 years from now is more hardship you're getting. So the 10 years that you give them, right? That wasn't hardship enough. They want you endure 3 more or 4 more years of hardship. Listen, if people stupid and they vote back for this PLM, they deserve all what they're getting, right? They deserve the high crime rate, murder rate, sufferation, taxation, everything that they're getting. I ain't blame no PLM for that. I'm blaming the people. And I hope we jam them good. They should raise property tax to 10% and all of that. Let them take it in the Rokokotung when they put him back there. Because the man telling you in advance, you know, that how hardship coming. I don't want to hear that from he. Eh? What else he could take from you?
Yeah, but what really wrong with them in two boy? Taking me in
Them control
advice.
is bankrupt of idea.
Leave me in power. I is the best cake thing after sliced bread. But hear what? I can create opportunities for your kids that leave school, who have their degrees. I can create opportunities for them. I can make the hospital system better. I can do a lot of things. That's with this nasty, stinking, dirty, piping political, spranging PNM government coming around we with a bunch of sprangers. You know, anytime boy, I wish I passing some way and I see somebody running a spranger, I go and get vexed with that person for running that spranger, you know, because then I go ask them why are they running this spranger. This spranger here ain't doing all that nothing compared to these to Rowley and Bert and Fitzgerald Hines and all of them. Them is the real ring down pipers. But all they go run the ones that all they could fix. But the ones that damaging all you, all they go lead them there. Thinking up all you. They love it so. Tak. I pay them this talk. Hey. And everybody just falls for that.
Idea. Right? All they do is taxing the people into prosperity. Or say taxing them into poverty. And the rich into prosperity. That is the motto. How about it, Andy?
Just playing out a few voice notes and I will come with all the calls one after the other, please.
Andy, morning Mikey, morning everyone. Andy here, Mikey, Andy, you know, that's what Donald Trump tweeted up here. White racist. That's what we're always teaching in the black racist. Always the black man, the black man. We're always here, and Donald Trump is always the white man, the white man. That is going to get his ass whooped. Just like always. You know, racist when it comes to food. Remember the color of the food, huh? They know what color that chicken, huh? What color is this? What color is this? Movie, Megan. This man is an Indian boy. This man is from Fugoli. You need to jump up there, put that, burn down the place. Of,
Look how the budget are you going, man, eh? You get disappointed. You was expecting gas to raise. You was expecting these subsidies to get cut. You was expecting higher taxes. You was expecting your people pension to take away. Eh? Look how you're disappointed. Still going mad. Poor thing. Only so expected doom and gloom. Till up to last night, a man called Lennox and tell Lennox about him both had two budget. And when he came by the Red House and he see the crowd outside, he changed. That is not a bunch of rubbish. And Lennox sit down there and entertain him. My God. Look at the budget. Look at the budget are really going crazy.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Andy Williams, greetings to the ground report and to all the listeners on the mainstream media right now that is viewing. There is an issue where most places you go right wrong, especially Diego Martin, Port of Spain area, you have a lot of black young people walking all over the place with their face bent up, their face screwed, and looking angry, vexed. Say morning, say evening, they pass it straight. I don't have time with that. But I want to tell them, all of them who vexing up and who are nothing to do and who broken and who under pressure, right? The very same people who have all your under pressure and walking around the place with all their face screwed up, right, living right in all your house. People like all your grandmother, all your mother, and all your father. Is who have all you walking all over the place with all your face bent up screw, watching other people envying and jealousing them. Because why? The choices that your parents would have been making throughout the years is what have all you still in slavery. Right? So every time all you had to walk out and see somebody with something and all you realize all you don't have that and all you want that and it's pressure, remember all your parents. Have a good one.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, morning, Andy and the ground report. I listened to the budget and what they're saying. You know, there's a saying, follow the money. Follow the money and you're going to see where the money going. And whoever it is that they budget for, is that where the money going. If they budget money for the police, the people who bring in the cars for the police, that's where the money going. If they budgeted money for the medical system, the people who seen about the medical system, all them contractors and all them partners and things they have, that the money going there. That coming for the people. You understand? When they say the budget is about $60 billion and we running in red because we owing 50 billion, 50 billion plus billion out of that 60 billion is we don't have that money. That money not in the budget. It's just about 5 billion is in the budget. So whether they get the next 50 plus billion to put into that budget, they are telling the people they running it's a bag full of air. That's all that's happening in that money bag. It has no money in it. You understand? So how the country going to run? Well, let me tell you something. All they're going to have to pay heavy taxes. See that property tax you bring in there? All they have to pay that. And then more tax coming. They're going to take out subsidies from all them gas and everything. They don't talk about what they're going to do. But them are violent people. You understand? All they have to get rid of this government. And this Miss Kamala, try to stop rocking like a boat and be firm and stand up straight. And let me know what she decided to do, because this is not a joking time and smiling time and saying that you'll get this and you'll get that and you don't know where you're getting the money from. You understand? Be realistic now.
Gentlemen, good morning. And to all fine listeners. Why it is that every year I hear this budget read by this gentleman they call Colm Imbo Odiduen? It's one sort of big flashy words and expenses here and expenses there. Lo and behold, the money do finish. But when you look at it, for evidence or physical evidence, there is no work done. Who this man is fooling? You mean to say his supporters is so stupid? You mean to say the PNM supporters is really dunce and they claim that the UNC is dunce? These people don't look for evidence of what is said in the budget and the amount of money that is spent. but they come, yay, PNM, PNM, PNM. It's PNM validate. These people don't look for evidence of what is said in the budget and the amount of money that is spent, but they come, yay, PNM, PNM, PNM. It's PNM validate till we dead. What a bunch of morons. Gentlemen, have a wonderful day. I hope their eyes will open. Oh, it may never. Thank you.
Andy Lemma answer this big brutish idiot Potter's man. Potter's next year is the election year. You're so stupid. You expect the PNM to drop draconian measures on the people? No, he ain't gonna do that. He go wait till after he gets into power, and then after he go let them have it, he go raise back up the property tax. He go cut whoever he had to cut from them. He go take away whoever he had to take away from them. And it's more the same we was getting for the last 9 or 10 years now. So if you people dotish, you more stupid because nobody in their right mind would put on all kind of draconian measures before they get elected. They will come after. So take that in a rocking cotton thing, you fool.
Don't answer. Don't give strength. Look, I ain't answer. I put my fingers on my lips because I'm very disciplined when it coming to let the jackass pray. Shh. Keep focus. Nobody has an answer here. Nobody don't want to. Shh. Keep focus.
I knew that last caller who called a cover to be killed, but is that on the piano giving it air and it's smoking it and smelling it and it's like fat. And it's smelling and hearing it and seeing it. And Kama come before us and give it to you. You are voting place. Whatever you do, brother, come to talk about Kama talk about the PNM. They give you fat to smell and piano to see. Smoke. Air in bad. Let's support Kama and get big and you'll see how things will be different. Okay? You from later.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Morning to the team. Yeah. I just want to say Anita Haynes, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, and Mariano Brown all said the same thing. Promises, promises, promises never materialize. Everything they're promising here. What about the $100 million they was allocated to open projects in hotspots? That never materialized. Only promises, promises, promises. That is what the PNM is all about. You understand? And people are to think more wise than that. Yeah, because they never promised you property tax. And look, they're giving us property tax. Right? So we have to be aware.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
The lines are open now for calls. For calls. Well, I know the numbers. The numbers to call. 225. Well, Lennox Smith and Michael Kerr ready. We'll see the video pop up, which will means that they are ready, which will means then I can pull in whoever it is that comes up. Oh boy. Go ahead, caller. Listen over your phone, listen over your phone, listen over the phone. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Harry, don't listen to the gadget. You know, for a matter of fact, you're supposed to take off the gadget, take off the radio or the TV or the computer which you're using when you all make the call. Because you all will get confused because you will get a delay.
Right, morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Vote PNM.
Next caller. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Andy from and Randy for Andy. And Trinidad and Tobago, you see why we need the foreign observers in this country? Andy, Lennox, Mikey, and all the technical support. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, honestly, the disrespect after thieving out over $69 billion in the last budget, and they go on with it. Now, just imagine the most vulnerable in society, which is the disabilities and the differently able people. You see how in there jump and skinny teeth and the face. I say, till 2028, when revenue come, they'll get it. Just imagine, the supporters of the PNM, I wonder, what will be taken to, if they have any critical thinking mind, that if they have a long-term or a short-term memory to understand, to process. If the banding about that is till 2028 revenue coming to this country. So no, the 2028 is that nothing. But if they know that the Laura Manatee, the Jubilee, all our gas, they're coming in. And you see, in there talk about growth, and he explained to the public that it had money in this country and he suffered the people. Well, listen good and understand now, boy. I know a hardship, total hardship. They don't care. You can see how the money had them crazy. They're spitting on the citizens. Just imagine, old age, senior citizen, again, nothing. Nothing. And the medicine. And they are vulnerable now. Because why? When they pay property tax, they pay for medicine and they pay in grocery. Wait, all of them have food care all they getting and a welfare check, a quick fix. And then Donald Cox tell all them for the last budget year, no help. And in there talking about in the parliament that the heritage makes so much billions of dollars. Wait, you wipe off the debt and a perpetual book from the refinery. So the next person getting it is debt free. So it's profit from day one. And you want to sell Patriot with the debt on the book. So you see, who really want to empower black people and who want to enslave black people by? The education system, they don't have means test. Ask all who get the grant. If they are just a shamble, I want to understand what is other way of life. What is really prosperity and economic power? When if I bring, when if I units on them, if I have engines on them, just imagine all the Coast Guard vessel is dumb, and they're going to buy 4 more again, and they can have this fleet up and running. So you can see how he suffer all the people, he suffer the citizens of this country, make them vulnerable to the elements that what is lurking all day, and yet still, Mama gives them an old talk and a quick fix like a piper. Or get a little dust of cocaine to eat, or a little weed to smoke, and all is satisfied till our next fix again. That is what all is settled for? While they run away with billions and billions of dollars. So let's find out now who have the Trinidad block on the southwestern field, who get it, and see who have all the energy, the rights for this country, and see what is read through revenue and who benefiting. Have a nice day. This side, till the next week's again.
Morning, caller.
That is what I'm saying. That's why they run away with millions and billions. Exactly. I don't know who has the Trinidad block on the southwestern field. Who gets it?
Terry, listen to me over your phone, please. Good morning, good morning. I know you're playing for the whole village.
Morning, Andy, morning. Andy, here what going on with me now, boy. Because that man, they confused me with this budget, because it come like, school, them, when you're in primary school and they now start to learn to write and think how you used to write crap of foot. They are crap of foot budget because at the end of the day, he talking about he not raising minimum wage for workers again because why it crashed. It crashed certain small businesses and things. So wait now, the budget is really for them big businesses and them the cereal and them because at the end of the day here what going on. To me dog, I listen to the thing and it was upsetting me. I nearly mash up my TV all kind of thing. It upset me because at the end of the day the man didn't bring nothing good for the poor people on the table, He talking about the small businesses was complaining how they wasn't making money and they going to fire people and they can't hire nobody. So that's why he not raising the minimum wage again. But he raising minimum wage in the government sector. You understand? I said a thief in MTS. You think small petty thief, like how this government thiefing out all the money. I said a petty thief like, hey, but you know you say the truth, boy, sprang as the sprang in because look, watch. You're going and bring, as the man said, 4 new boats again, right? You're going and see about the big. Yes, the big need to be seen about. I have no problem in that. But your mama got any people, but them smarter than we down here. They're smarter than we. And you're going on. I really upset. I'm more to say about it. What take up much time, but I look what I listen. But I'm angry this morning,
Andy, good morning, Imam Kazim here. Just trying to identify myself for people to understand that we as religious leaders do make our submissions and we do have our concern of what is taking place in this country. And I too this morning would like to remind all my imams and all those who in some way continue to preach the word of God that they should stand up for righteousness and forbid the evil. Yesterday we were privy to listen to 5 to 6 hours of one of the greatest actors, that he even better than John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, that he could come there and exaggerate, of what he wants to see taking place in the country. And these are things that the minister, would have been saying for the last 9 years, nothing new. And I want to allow, as a pensioner myself and all the other pensioners to take stock that you have nothing to get. 2027, you are supposed to wait for an increase in your pension. Poor people in the small social benefit that they get, the food grant and all these things. By that time, you will be long gone. There's nothing to be had. So my dear people, I am saying to each and every one of you that the time now is to take stock. Look around and see what is happening around you. When good man stay idly by and does nothing to prevent evil and unrighteousness, eventually the whole society will become evil, become wicked to our very own selves. We're destroying our own selves. Today, we must take into consideration that we have to find that capacity within us, Andy, to live in peace and harmony, to live in unity, and to remove the evil that is stalking the land. Just sit down and look and see the demon is stalking this land. Look at how many recent fires that we have had, so many accidents, suicide. Last night, this morning, I was privy to hear on the news that a pundit in a home invasion was killed, was chopped to death. These people have no consideration. The demon is taking effect in people. And I want to say that we are religious leaders, and I say we in the context, I am not exempted, because we have to make a stand to allow ourselves the opportunity to go into the homes of our respective communities, whether you are Christian, whether you are a Hindu, whether you are a Muslim, a Baha'i, a Baptist. We have to face the challenges that is confronting us, which is the evil and the wickedness that has been perpetrated in people whom you gave your trust and your confidence to look after the physical needs. We have to find the spiritual capacity in us to tell them that the prophets came to us and speak to us and show us in so many different ways that when tyranny and when mayhem and destruction is over our heads, and we look and see the leaders of this society and this community are the ones who are besieging us with these difficulties, then we have to take stock, Andy. We have to take stock. Yesterday, you see a convergence of people in the square chanting, Rowdy must go. Well, Rowdy would never go until we take his index finger. Until we take his index finger when the election is called. And use it as a main weapon to remove him from this office. Failure to do so, we are going to again see the destruction of this country. When you still have people coming on your program, and making statements that we are crying over the budget, and we budget I was going mad. Yes, the budget has gone mad because there's nothing new incentive in that budget. And I want to absolutely hear in the reply from the opposition leader, our beloved leader, that she will stand up and let this government know that the time has come for the exit. But she must be prepared for it. She must be prepared to take government. Rowley has already made his submission of 19 or 20 people to fill the seats of parliament coming. What is she waiting for? She was the first to jump off the box and seek nominations. Where is the testicular fortitude in her to start putting people in the seats that is so much needed? For example, Sandy Grandi, you are there working this ground, and I hope that these people don't take God out of their mind and don't give you that nod to fight that seat. So I implore my leader, my beloved leader, there are things that has to be done and done now. You have to get up and put your people in those seats that is marginal and let them work the seat. Have no fear that if you didn't put someone who may have been able to put in their nomination, that they did not get the seat, that they will rebel and that they will try to make all kind of institutional remarks about you. No, you are a leader, you must be strong, and I know you are strong. And I know you have shown in the past that testicular fortitude by the work that you would have done. And I would like her to show on the platform, because election is not about humor to making people laugh. Election is about consequences. And I want you to remind her continuously and her MPs when they are on the platform to remind the people of how many things that they have done in 2015. Andy, we will continue to talk and talk and talk. But I again urge and crave the indulgence of all the religious leaders to come out and stand up. Stand up for truth. Stand up for truth. Do not do like the forces who have stayed to protect themselves, that when someone is close and near and dear and believe they are so prominent in the country, you run after them when they are robbed. When they lose their phone, you could find the phone in the next minute and hour. A pundit has died. They have killed him. That's a religious leader. Regardless of what, let us see how quick they will respond to that killing. And let us see which any minister of any government will make a statement reflecting, the statement that they made when they believe that prominent people, is being hurt and pain. Andy, you have a nice day. Thank you.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang.
Andy, morning again, bro. Report morning. Andy, you can hear the frustration and the dissatisfaction from the people, right? But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. They trust the government for the past 9 years, and this is what they give them. And if they trust them for the next 5 years, well, boy, I don't know what to say. What you can see is that how you could explain the color blue to a blind man? How? How you could tell a blind man what blue look like? It will be almost impossible to explain that to him. You see the PNM supporters and the PNM hardcore, the one with is falling sometimes, you can't explain to them because them can't get it in their head. Because them believe them loyalty is to the PNM. Them like the blind man, they try know how to explain blue to him, but he can't understand that. The same thing with them. And them believe in the government. No, a man can believe in anything, you know. You don't have to have any proof or something to believe in it, you know. A man can believe in nothing. A man don't have to believe in a man can believe in nothing. And still he feel that what he believes in is right. How you changing that? Nobody can change nobody believes by it. So if they believe that this government will bring them through and will give them what they want, you can't change that. Them have to change that. Again, come back to like the blind man and the blue. How you explaining that to them? That's the whole problem in the country right now. The people who put in them there, and then when they go up, they want to do it to the country. And we trying on how to let the people see and understand what these people is doing. But if sometimes you might get through with one or two, but it's a hard fight by Andy. Anyhow, keep the faith, keep the hope, and let me work together and see what we can have service out of this. Can't let them win. Okay.
All right, who studied Mr. Porter Spain and Mr. Porter Spain. Just be reminded, I'm my business fixer because my pension is more than 3/4 of the salary. So all you take that and all you study Mr. Porter Spain and all you study the old bat, all you have to be fighting up with who. But you already feel that Kamala care. Kamala want prime minister. She don't care. She comfortable where she is. You remember the kind of remuneration she collecting. She don't care. And the people around she they just satisfied the nakeds and the robots and Wade Mark who have no value, them happy. They don't support at any cost and only not recognizing that Pamela is a failure. And because she have failures around she, people who depended on she for their political survival, and that is the fact and only not facing that.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Andy, well, he did it again. He left out the pensioners, he left out the disabled, he left out the vulnerable in society. But he makes sure and give Tallman and them a $2 increase. $2.50 increase. Congratulations, Tallman. Congratulations. You work real hard for that $2.50. I hope you spend it wisely. Spend it wisely, and to all these, he do that for the CPAP workers to keep them in bondage. The CPAP, URP, and that's for them to come to campaign. To come and campaign for them. But I want to remind all of them, all you facing the groceries and the pumps, just like all the rest of us out here. Just like the rest of us, right? And I hope that that $2.50, it make all you rich in spirit, according to Aisha Wells. All you not poor, all you rich in spirit. I hope that that $2.50. It buy all your a trolley full of groceries. All they go on to sell all your soul to the PNM. All they go ahead, right? Elections have consequences, and I'm warning all you. Don't come and ask me for nothing. I don't care who vex. Don't come and ask me for anything, right? Because all they get $2.50, and the rest of society didn't get anything. Okay? And he come out with a lot of projects and thing to fool the people. That's all they could do. Fool the people. Where all the plywood factory and all that they had promised when they came in here in 2015? Where is it? And this budget is a next set of empty promises, right? But PNM's promises never materialize. Again, congratulations to Tolman and all the CPEP and European people workers for only $2.50. Spend it wisely. Thanks a lot, Andy.
He said, today folks, he said it is not possible at this time to raise the grants. When the oil start to boom in a couple years, then they will look at it. That is what he just said. Hey guys, he just pushed the disabled community on the side without any care. So without any care for us, without any concern. He just hit us a blow. He watched the disabled community and tell them that he can't raise any grants at this time. That is a low blow. He telling me, you know what he telling me? He put the $2,000 and hush all them out. Live with that. That is the message he is sending. That's how I interpret that. He put them 2,000 and hush all them out. So they ain't getting no raise. So we have to wait till oil start to boom. Whenever that will be, then to get a raise. Guys, are we going to sit back and take this? I would prefer that he didn't say anything at all. If they had no intentions of raising anything, he should not have said anything at all. So by him saying that, given that statement, that is a low blow to the disabled community. I would prefer he didn't say anything at all if they had no intentions of raising it.
They tell Forrest Payne shut his stink mouth now. When he go on the red couch, he don't have to take out the pants, he just open his mouth.
Andy, think about it. Look how smart the PNL supporters are. They are really smart people. They give them $2.50 more hour to CPAP. But instead of working 40 hours, they're working 35 hours. Wow. That's a big enough save amount of money or less. But they get $2.50 more. That's how smart the PNL. It's like they meet VAT, they move it up from 50 to 12.5%. But they put everything on VAT. And then you think they get a good deal. Boy, you don't know how to get them. You know how to get them. The PNM supporters know how to eat food. I think they're very, very easy to, like Donald Trump, easy to fool. Just tell them I love them. And just tell him you love him, and everybody will support him. What a media later.
Yeah, Kamala rocking like a boat and she only smiling. Yeah? You could hear the... That's why Rowley's standing up straight. He ain't smiling and he delivering bamboo for you. Smile and take it. He not smiling, but all will smile and take it. Sometimes I have to wonder if all it is be thinking.
All I fail to realize, in 2010, when the partnership won the election, it was because people, PNM supporters, were either fed up, they didn't like what was going on, and they decided to give
the partnership a chance because of people like Dukan and who they had. They say they had fresh faces. But they failed. They failed the people because they was interested in one thing. Now that the people realize, hey, we have been conned, all they want to do is to go there and thief. All I ever hear anytime that the UNC supporters change their vote to vote PNM, why? But all they keep put the call PNM supporters sycophants. All again, really?
Morning gang report. You know, I wonder whether the pastors, the priests, the spiritual leaders, and members of the Christian faith whose book and guide is the Bible. Do they really understand? Have they really studied? Are they ready to apply God's word? Are they seeing the need of the country, the state of the country, and what prayer can do? What prayer can do? What are they pointing the people to? Are they carrying out their job and their duties? Please, people. Yes, we have to walk with God. But if you don't point the people to God, then what's the use? Let us, brethren. The man said, Imam, whatever you're religious, those who live abroad, we have a responsibility and will do it. But prayer is the answer to all things. God in front, walk behind.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All voice notes is cleared. Again, the question to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The budget. Was that a good budget? Was that budget a detraction from property tax, from home invasions, from the mess of our healthcare system? Or that budget, did it say anything about how we going to get the backlog of surgeries? And some people just had to get simple procedures just to find out what is sick with. You had to wait 2 months, 3 months to get diagnosis of your problem. And then when you get the diagnosis of your problem, they tell you a year after that the problem, yeah, they come, we go get the surgery. 1 year after, you go dead before that. What's that budget dealing with the shortage right now of the water supply in the dams? That is an all-time low in this rainy season. While we homes, roads, and all over flooding, water reaching me all by we yank, all by me knee. But the reservoir's dry. Did that budget deal with all the water problems that you all have that all you're not getting for weeks? Did that budget deal with murders? The school system? Did that budget deal with providing opportunities, jobs, or FedEx easy for small businesses to be able to move forward? What kind of goddamn budget was that? That's how confused I am. And I still sit down here waiting to wonder what it is. I want to believe it's a distraction. From the property tax, from the corruption. From the bad roads. Lack of employment, job creation. Nothing going good, you know. Things are. And then some nanny fly. Some fool. Which again I told shh. Don't call the name Freeport. Don't call the name. Lead them. Shh. Don't call the name. I just waiting for you to get disrespectful. He ain't get disrespectful yet. Don't call the name. Lead them, lead them, lead them. The lines are open. Still waiting for Lennox Smith. My next co-host, Michael Kerr, just videos had to go up as videos going up. I know those gentlemen are ready. The lines are open, the numbers to call 225. Now we will take some calls because it's a great question I'm asking. And for those of you that are now locked onto the ground report, a pleasant good day to you. For those of you that are now viewing the ground report for the first time, I must say, thanks so much for giving us the opportunity in your homes, on your gadgets, on your phones, wherever you are. Thanks so much, wherever you are in the Caribbean or in the wider diaspora. Pleasant good day, good morning, right here in Trinidad and Tobago to you, the people. For those of you that will be joining us in a little bit on Dial the Channel or Dial the Caribbean, that's those of you who will jump on early. While we are on there, I'll have to let you all know that you all can get me from 6.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
So Trinidad and Tobago, the hundreds of you that are locked on this morning, whether it be Biggest, whether it be Trini Nairo, whether it be Annette De Souza, whether it be Bernadette Darrow, whether it be Babudram John, whether it be Alan Hercules, or Jerome, or Primraj, and the many of you that are locked on here on Real Media TT, whether it be Faith, whether it be Tower, Roger Mohammed, all of you, Rosemin, Joseph, Nadira, Hude, Tafika Balcarano, Camino, each any one of you. Roma Price, she said, Lacqua, she said to tell you so truth. So truth, Lacqua. So truth. Let's go to the lines. I'm confused. Could you please tell me? Go ahead, caller.
Andy, morning. Freeport here, boy. Disown me.
This budget is what? I'm confused. Could you explain to me?
This is not a budget. This is hard time.
That's all. A man do all of this and you just think it upset up in one spot, boy. It's not a budget, it's hard time. That's all, Mr.
Time is hard time, Andy. Andy, you could remember the first pushback when I talked to you. I tell you, Andy, the reason why I fall in all you is because PNM coming after people like me, senior citizen and disabled people. It come to pass. And Andy, I want to tell the ground report supporters who fighting down each other, stop that blasted shit. We need everybody. Nobody is better than nobody. Nobody contribution is better than nobody. And nobody is number one. Everybody equal. Okay? And I believe what you're giving some of the callers too much a damn leeway. Put them in their place. Let them know all of us is equal.
Take care.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Good morning, caller. Where you calling from and what's your contribution on the #1 program, The Ground Report, this morning?
Good morning, Andy. Well, as you alone there. Andy, that budget is as central say is nothing. Andy, when I tell you, every Good Friday, yes, have a Good Friday bubbly. Well, I want to say this morning that Trinidadians should go down in the Guinness Book of Records of being the 365 days bubbly. Because it's every day the PNM beating we and beating them and beating them. And everybody, as usual, they're just talking and they're doing nothing. Why do you think Imbert can stand there for all them hours? And I refuse to sit down and have this man in my face. I don't want to hear nothing that they have to say. It's as the news and everything, I get in pieces of this and pieces of that. What was I supposed to do, to sit down? To hear what? Empty promises? To hear lies? For him to say the same thing that he had been saying for all the past budgets? Nothing new? Saying one thing and doing something else? All that he stand up there and do was waste time? Because as time goes by, every day, every week, they're going to carry up things more and put more and more pressure on people. So that budget was nothing, you understand? And the people like I don't know, they're not realizing what it is going on with the job. Everybody feels helpless. I am hearing this man say he made $91 million in property tax. I want somebody to tell me if that is possible. I want to tell me if that is the extent of the bubblies that we have in this country. Why it is the people in this country so afraid of this government? Why they allowing them when they say jump, you jump. When they say I'm coming to take your dog, or if you don't pay a tax, they're going to pay a tax. Because you know why? They say they take your dog. Everything this, and this is why this government is going on so. Because they realize, and but they're no fool, you're no fool, the PNM, no fool. They realize the people are not standing up and fighting for anything. They realize whatever they do, the people in this country, it is okay. They realize all the people are doing is talking. And as they say, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never harm me. The words not harming the PNM. The words not affecting the PNM. They're doing what they want, when they want, how they want, and who they want, and nobody in protesting. Why it is after 9 years asking the question over and over, nobody seems to address it? What do you want to tell me? We have the biggest cowards in the world when it comes to standing up for your rights. They're killing people free shit. Nobody ain't coward with that. But when it comes to standing up and fighting and uniting for what is right, everybody afraid, everybody coward. You never get nothing, Well, you ain't getting nothing. You hear? He stand up there yesterday and he said what he wanted to say, and then he went up to that report and had a good laugh. You understand? But for the next couple of months, if people want to sit down there and let this government continue, and I see Roger them come out and all your burning paper with the property tax, till after the stuff all the come out, when this all these people can't call a big protest and shut down this country to let people know that we are serious, to let people know that we are not taking this effect anymore, to let people know that we are not slaves. You understand? This country should go down the Guinness Book of Records for everything that is nothing. You understand? Everything they say, everything they do, people saying it, people accepting it. Come on, you say this kind of thing, and all them putting the pressure on people, all them living nice, Where did people get yesterday? And this third one, and sometimes I say here, listen to hear what you have to say. But this touch on this one, friend saying about only tell but as far as they are concerned, and as Santa Cruz say, $250 is 250,000. And they're so stupid, they are going to make sure they're going to get less, so they're going to get less money. They're just start being sensible. And look now, you see these people in this country, I don't know, I don't know, they like it so. So let me put the stamp as being the country with the most bubbly. The country that people getting beat 365 days PNM beating and they beating and they taxing and they beating and they beating and guess what? They doing nothing. Be too coward, be too lazy, and guess what? They must be like it so. They like the beating. What is coming up next? What coming up next, Andy? Anyway, guys, you all are doing an excellent job coming every morning here. And the ground repair, the callers of the ground repair, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we going that I don't know that making sense. And then if you stop talking, what next? Oh God, all you can take the beating, but I ain't able. I can't take no more licks. I can't take no more licks. Blessings.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from and what's your contribution in the Gong Report this morning?
Andy, this is Ken. I'm in Pennsylvania now. Morning, Lennox, Mikey, everybody else been at the big. Andy, that I didn't listen to all the budget, but as I gather is that he didn't say nothing to benefit the citizens of Trinidad today. All that is about the finances and the 1%. He did not do anything to help all you guys. You hear me?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. And then I'm going to explain something to you now. You know, I had a problem the other day. I'll make it quick. With my wife, she get very, very sick. High blood pressure and my but I live in between two hospitals, right? I'm not far. It's 10 minutes. Then over there, take my daughter, take her across it. Yeah. I had to reach in there to check everything. And he found out doctor raised his eyebrow and said, no. Right away. And tried to attend to her. 3, 4 doctors, nurses, come in there one time. Do all the thing, hook up with all kind of stuff. Give her some kind of thing to bring up blood pressure down. What happened? Give her too much. And but she body mass very small. And when they give it to her, her blood pressure went right down, almost died. So they rush back, 2 or 3 doctors come back. You know what they call it? Old staff come in there. And they look at her and they bring her back. What I'm trying to tell you is that we pay for all of that. We pay for all of the system. And it's hard work to know that you have people going to the hospital and have to sit down and wait for bed, wait for hours to be attended to. Right? Now you're reading our budget. Have nothing to do with the healthcare system, which is most important thing. Nothing to do with the people, but for himself, by finances, and 1%. Trinidad and Tobago, you know what happened? Well, all it come to all the senses now. Right? Come to all the senses. The man have nothing to do. The man do not like all the 1% and rich people. Yeah, that's how Raleigh went to the United States. Alleged, you think he went for any kind of medical thing? He went to his family. They are good in New York. Right? Had a good time, come down back and talk this nonsense. And people at Trinidad and Tobago have to tighten their belts. Tighten what, Raleigh? Tighten what? Right? You're lavish, you take the people money. You're stealing people money. I ain't putting no water in my mouth to say. You rip the country off. You rip the treasury, you and your cronies. Right? Come after me. I know what I'm saying. Right? Trinidad and Tobago, wake up, no man. Wake up. Or they still sleeping. That man I care nothing about you all. That man I care nothing about you all. About himself. Look at the state of that country. Look at the state of that. Went back 55 years. Andy, that's all I have to say, man.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Mikey K, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Blessed morning, my brother. Blessed morning, my brother. Loud and clear. Everything good to go?
Everything got to go loud and clear.
All right. Let me say good morning to you, my brother Andy Pitbull Williams. Good morning to our comrade Lennox Smith. Of course, our technical director, and to all the good folks locked on wherever you are. Good morning, Gael TV. The Caribbean is locked on. Guyana, good morning to you. Grenada, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent, and all our Caribbean brothers and sisters that are locked on. And of course, the diaspora, wherever you are, whether it be in the UK, whether it be in North America, good morning indeed. Yes, gentlemen, what a morning it is. Think about it. You have to seize the day. You have to seize life. After you wasted 5 hours and 11 minutes yesterday on nothing but a continuance of regurgitated diatribe, I mean, that in itself, we don't, I mean, 5 hours and 11 minutes compressed into 9 years equates to incompetence, mismanagement, lack of vision, lack of the ability to do anything to bring good governance, transparency, accountability. 5 hours and 11 minutes, you talked about things that you didn't build, your government didn't build. So whatever remedial work you did, you put all of that together as though that's your accomplishment. You talk about down to the schools and all, who had to get certain things like labs. You spoke about the money spent, but then you had the PTA saying, but we had bake sale for that. We had barbecue. We had curry. What is man talking about? What? You mentioned the poor and the most vulnerable several times, but that's it. All you do as PNM is mention the poor. You don't implement anything that is going to help them. You wipe out the middle class. You didn't mention that at all. You wipe it out completely. 5 hours and 11 minutes. You could imagine. You could have run around the savannah. You could have spent time with your. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. All it means is that they have run their course. They have hit a wall. They realized the fact that they simply have nothing to offer. So here it is. They seem to, prescribe to the fact that if you talk long enough, it will start to make sense. Somewhere in translation, it will make sense. And good morning, as much as it means to you. Good morning.
Morning to you, Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you.
Your mic is still on, Lennox. You're muted. Yeah, so if you're hearing it on some other stream or there you go, right. Yes, you're muted. Go ahead. All right. Yeah.
Nice. The lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. And again, to those of you that are viewing us on Kyle the Caribbean, Kyle the Channel, welcome to the #1 program in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, was a radio program. Now it's a television program. Welcome to the Grung Report, the #1 program. Below us in the white there, you're
Yes,
going to see
indeed.
Mikey K. To the top there, that just spoke was Lennox Smith. And I'm Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio. Well, the pitbull. The lines are open to you. And you could always get us before 8 o'clock on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. We start at 6 a.m. on the morning. So you
That's
can always
right.
get us there on Real Media TT, Facebook, YouTube, Corridor Transformation Workers' Right platform also. So the lines are open to you. Morning caller. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, the budget was ready yesterday, but the finance minister didn't say all these things that he's doing, but he didn't say where the money coming from. What the allocation they having anything with he talking about doing all kind of thing, but he ain't talk about where the money coming from, what the source, where it coming out. I couldn't understand that.
Which means he's spending money that
Yeah,
he
but
don't have.
where you
He
getting
don't have.
money from? Where you getting it from? Yeah, if I go, yeah, if I go to the yeah, if I go to the
Right,
yeah,
what?
but which mean that they ain't doing nothing.
Okay, so
Like they look
as Lennox Smith say that he did mention that he'll be selling some properties.
Yeah, but you know, next election. So you bring a nice thing before people who stupid will follow that. There are plenty stupid people in this country, you know. I'm sorry to say so. Anyway, I got.
Morning caller, where you calling from, and what's your contribution on the Grung Report this morning?
Mr. Lennox, Nike K, and by extension of Gael family. Andy, I listened to that budget yesterday. And is this hello?
We are listening.
Yes, fast and resolute to prosperity. What prosperity? Let's start with the senior citizens. Nothing for the senior citizens. $2 more for CPAP workers. What an insult. This government boasts about how many youths they have trained. Where is the jobs for those youths after training? Only promises, nothing to follow. I was expecting to hear The diversification of the economy, nothing. Where were the voices of all those religious leaders and the chambers all this time? Still waiting to hear from them. Where is the manifesto police this morning? We not only want to live, but we want to live better. Have a good day, gentlemen.
The Ground Report with
Well
Mikey,
said.
Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Next caller. Oh boy.
Good morning, Carlos Slater. Yeah, Andy, I know if it's too late, but if we can get hold of the opposition leader, the Honorable Kamala, I could take on here and she, give me a quick rundown on what go on with this budget because you don't know them as the politician, they have the political mind and they go explain it in a way that we might even understand. We might understand a little more better, as I should say. Alright, so Auntie comes a caller.
Obviously, we didn't get her before Friday. Friday, she have to respond in the parliament. So obviously, she's putting her paperwork together to deal with her response on Friday. Please, go.
Mama Guy. Yeah, Mama Guy, of course, that's yes, yeah.
How they know that they're going to win the next election? Because you know why, right? That's why they don't want foreign observers here, right? And 9, 10 years they didn't raise the pensioners' pension. Now they're calling it a grant. I hope all them old people think about that. And the CPEP workers, all you do compromise. All you get a little raise there, do compromise because all you have to put out more hours, right? Vote for the Rising Sun, UNC, right? And Rowley, you feel you're a young boy, you're not a young boy, yeah? You're an old man, so you need to get out of office and call him in. But all that money, that 3.4 billion going missing, right? You have to give account for that, you know. We have forget all yeah, you know, right? We had to take it to the max with all you. You hear all you have to be in jail, put in prison. All you may have all your reign for a while, for a time and season, but after that, all you will come to an end, and that will be the downfall of the PNM. And Mr. Porter Spain, get a life, right? Which means to say you really love the ground report and you like Lennox, Andy, and all of them. You just well listen because they bring informative information, right? And all you just do is compromise and condemn the callers and Andy and Lennox, all of them. You have nothing better to do. Huh? All you need to get a life, you know. And all you would not have that life with Rowley and the PNM. All you will have a better life with the UNC.
Greetings, Andy Williams is Vivo here again. I'm kind of starting to have a problem and an issue with all these people who believe that just praying and reading a Bible could just end all the mysteries and all the problems we're going through. For all you who out there and all you believe, reading whatever spiritual book that was given to you all, and all you feel that go save the day, or they go think again. Because if was that, now we won't have been show. Words without works can never prevail, because all you will be doing is just procrastinating, right? In order for anything to happen, this is a physical plane we live in. We physically have to move towards rightness. Case closed.
Andy, good morning. I have a burning issue that I want to address this morning. Everybody is screening candidates for the election. Makila is screening candidates, PNM is screening candidates, all in the UNC areas. What is Kamala doing? Is she waiting till the last minute when Rowley called the election, and then she's going to pick up dog and cat and put them to cease the fight and lose the election? Is something not right with her head? It's time that she should start screening candidates and let the candidates when they screen and put them in a seat to walk the area and talk to people. You don't wait the last minute. And this is what she's doing. It's either she's selling out to Rowley, or she just hate the people, or she just don't care. That's my issue. I have this issue a very long time, and I want to voice it. And if she is hearing me, she should get up and start screening candidates for the seats, and put people there. Let them walk the area and talk to people. If she wants to win the election.
Morning ground report, each and everyone. I was very impressed yesterday with the crowd I saw outside of the Red House. And I think it's a good sign and a start for the people to come out at least 3 times a week, even in their numbers, more in their numbers, and clamor for foreign observer for the 2025 general election, and also for the EBC to clean up the act. So you're protesting, the protesters would be in front of EBC and also in front of Parliament. I think that would be a very good start.
Can you have the manifesto police defeated every manifesto for the CNN? Can you have the manifesto police? Did you hear anything about the manifesto for the CNN? That you were only found till Cape Africa? Morning, only congratulations on the new TV program for 2 hours ago. That was good. Talk to you later.
Quite right, Andy, Lennox, and Mikey K. Andy, is anybody, the UNC, the opposition leaders, or anyone is seeking a foreign observer for the votes for this election? Because we need a foreign observer. We need a foreign observer like yesterday for this election. This election needs a foreign observer because the madness that PNM is doing, they have it hands down that they're going to win again. And I don't trust them. I believe that they might even rig the election. I mean, the crazy thing is the protest yesterday in front of the Red House, right? I just happened to notice it was more West Indian than Negro folks, right? Which is PNM supporters. If they want change for the country, why didn't they come out yesterday and protest with our brothers and sisters in front of the Red House? Just a question, just observing that I noticed it had more Indians, West Indians, or Indian protesting at the Red House than it had melanin black people. I mean, make it make sense. And then they complain about, their children are getting money for school, they don't have money to feed their children, but still yet they not coming out and protesting. Carnival, Wine Low, Bacchanal, yeah, fat, yeah, they out by the thousands. But why not come out for betterment? I mean, I reach to the point now, Andy, where I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, these people actions are speaking for themselves, and that's all I need to know. I think Trinidadians don't want better for themselves, honestly speaking.
Blessings to you, Trinidad and Tobago. There is nothing in the budget. Waste of time. Don't forget when Alwari went in the election and wanted to up 6 o'clock the documents for the election, last election. Don't forget all the ballots they find in Arima in the bush. Don't forget we did find out the first 5 years that we rape a school child in Tobago and had a baby with she. And in 2020, they still go back and put him as a prime minister, which that should have never happened. He blighted the education system. Where is that respect? An ambassador. Take people money and pay a lady to cover up her sex. All the ministry is a failure. The Colport man swell out the chest and walking into Tobago like he could solve crime. Isn't that the same lawyer who was freeing criminals before he became an MP? Now we see he's going to arrest criminals now. Tell me if I'm wrong. How do I go look?
As a mother call, I don't know what are the country from. Get that onion, cut it up, boil it, cayenne pepper, ginger, and honey. Put in a jar, and every morning give your wife a teaspoon to drink. Every morning give your wife a teaspoon to drink. That will bring down your blood pressure. Have a blessed and pleasant day.
Me, California here again. You understand? The same thing is the same. People don't listen to what I say, but they listen to the man when he called from America or Canada, wherever it is. And listen to what he's saying, and then quote back what he's saying. You understand? At the end, you follow the money, and you go see who's the people benefited from it. But that budget are nothing for the poor people. But the lady man from America come and call and explain to all you. Yeah, and it has certain people from this program attacking me. If they wait to go, I will stop calling this program because I give them my sincere opinion, right? And I see where it's going on. And if I call in the program and I say things that people being offended with, I will simply stop calling the program and lock off of the program. Okay? Because when I say come and locking on a boat, I know what I'm talking about. She limped on two different opinions. You understand? And there was no time for that. She had to stand up and say what she gonna do and what she not gonna do. We don't want to hear about increase and we don't want to hear about some of the things she have in mind. We want to hear what is. You see, when the people stay, they want to hear what's coming plan. They say, oh, come, you think this, that, and the next. Right? I don't want to go down that road, right? That's the point I want to make. If people keep attacking me, I will stop commenting and lock off the program.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
I want to ask that caller, where in that budget, what part of that budget benefited the 1%? Is it the $2 increase? What part? Explain to the listeners what part of that budget benefited the 1%. I just want to talk because they have a hole in all their mouth. That man will just call me, wherever he may be, right, wherever country in, talking about healthcare. I am certain he pays his tax religiously. I am certain of that. If you don't pay your taxes, so you don't have health insurance, you will die. Down here, you could walk in, and regardless of what, you could walk in the hospital, and eventually you'll be attended to free of charge. So all as the old people say, always only open their mouth to give people the wrong impression. Right? There are a lot of people down here never pay a cent, health surcharge. And how much money you paying for health surcharge when the month come? Eh? You pay 500 for the year health surcharge, you're paying plenty. But people want everything. They want everything. Messiah Cruz every other week she had to go and see when she's so fit. I am all here who always have a problem with Port of Spain. Only know why all will continuously have problem with me once my voicemails are played because I come in and speak truth. And only that is like kryptonite all the truth. Only can't stand the truth. And the truth is unless only get rid of Pamela, the PNM will live forever. Pamela, she candidates already. She have another limits. She elected. She going to bring in this lighter. She getting rid of this one from Moga. Wait, well, not wait, Mark. All them so that's cableting because they know that they so up and now she dress Khadija, I mean, Anita is on the other four, them gone. So we don't know that. Camera and then screening is just a sham. And I keep telling you, what Andy believe he could be the candidate for Gandhi. That and a green jacket with purple stripes, so they will never see.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Andy, nothing for Mano, nothing for Mommy, nothing for them old wicked PNM was calling great is the PNM. All the suffer and dead, all the evil set of wicked PNM, nothing for them now, increasing all the pension, nothing at all. Come on, man, you do the correct thing. Go down weekend. Yeah. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Lennox. Lennox. All the old dietists, this is not the PNM. All the feeling by with that budget, by nothing for them, not an increase on the pension by. Oh God. And all the ball and great is the PNM and wickedness shall be take wickedness. But the budget I remember my guy budget, you know, Lennox. Like for the people that listeners program by the CPAP and the RAP, the PNM. Database, show that a small thing. And I put my camera creative PLM and put up a maxi get a coach up in a rotate and wave a flag. And the guy is evil. That's PNM. I have no only PNM.
Suppose we don't have to explain to you where is the 1% benefit. If you don't know, we realize it's stupid. And we found that it's just stupid. And it's a dummy and everything. We don't have to explain that to you. Whenever you have to read between the lines, and I don't think you can even read. Somebody's writing something for you to say all the time. So don't be foolish, my friend. If you cannot understand that, we don't have to explain to you later.
Good morning, ground report. I see the thing about God and Bible and praying has become a problem for some people. That's expected. But if the callers listen carefully, when I make my contribution, I will always say we have a job to do. We have to go out there on the field. And if the meaning is taken in context, so there are two things: listening and thinking about what is said, not just hearing. Have a good day.
Oh boy, oh boy. So the lines are open. That's it's open. That's it for voice notes for now.
Andy, well, I was waiting for a caller to mention it, but since it wasn't mentioned, because I waited attentively, and I think I could wait no longer. And as I indicated by my introduction, what was not said. One would have expected that, at least in that budget, that the question of that so-called reform of local government would have been at least form part of or would have found its way in the budget statement. That did not happen. And not only it did not happen, but not even the taxes that were supposed, I'm talking about property tax, that was supposed to be allocated for the advancement and for the efficacious administration of local government in more ways than one. In fact, and I agree with the opposition leader, that what they did instead, they took away monies from these corporations to put into CPEP and I think another agency, which I think is very despicable, very what I consider to be a continuation of the conmanism and chicanery of this government, and people should take note of that. That nothing was said for and on behalf of local government reform, which was supposed to be improving delivery according to the PNM during the course of the local government elections last year, which was forced upon them by virtue of the decision of the Privy Council, because they didn't want to have it at all. And nothing was said in terms of delivery. So the hardship will even be much more intense at that level as we go inexorably to 2027, obviously after 2025 without the PNM. But if left alone, it means that therefore we could see an intensification, and that the statement made that you have to belt tighten and bust your waist between now and 2027, the second quarter, would be what I consider to be a walk in the park in terms of the intensity of that problem, having regard to the fact that nothing was mentioned of local government improvement.
Hold 1 minute. We have some calls coming in.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Go ahead, my friend. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Nice. Come on, caller. Ah, boy, I lost you. Nice, I lost you there. But then let us continue by the time. Because coming no voice notes, so now the numbers to call again to those of you that are locked on to us on the various platforms. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Give us a WhatsApp call. Or still send your WhatsApp voice notes, which will be played. And a later time in again at 366-3053. 366-3053. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, you have a caller? Go ahead, caller.
A matter of information. Mrs. Kamala Prasad did send a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister requesting international observers September 20th. I will give you just the first point on the letter that she sent. The leader of the opposition, the Honorable Kamala Prasad, has formally written to Dr. Steve Rowley requesting that he ensures the presence of independent, international, and regional election observers for the upcoming general election. And she have different points attached to it. Well, number one, the government of Trinidad and Tobago, in recognition of the paramount importance of transparency and integrity in our electoral system, must officially commit to ensuring the presence of independent and international and regional election observers for our upcoming general election. Point two, Prime Minister Rowley must commit to ensuring the relevant invitation to major international and regional observer bodies as soon as possible. In her letter, Mrs. Bicester attached a detail of various reputable international organizations that commissions election observer mission. Now, I'll just stop there to give other people time to call in. But yes, she did dispatch a letter, 14-page letter to the Honorable Prime Minister to invite observers to come for our upcoming general election. Just a matter of information for the caller who called before. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Yes, well, of course, Mikey did read out the contents of that letter, I think, in totality, or a substantial part of it yesterday. And therefore, if that caller was listening, he would have heard that. But I like the fact that callers are alert and therefore would respond where there may be some kind of lacuna, maybe a void or some kind of vacuum in terms of the information. So I think that caller did well in that regard to fill that space or that gap. So yes, she did in fact send a letter to the Prime Minister asking that he engage. And I'm looking for, of course, Dr. Rowley's own letter back in 2015 when he sent it to the very observers, calling for observers and extended it, of course, to the very places where the observers will come from. Here it is, the Prime Minister contacted the Prime Minister here. The opposition leader contacted the Prime Minister here. But the opposition leader in 2015, Dr. Rowley, not only sent, we have no evidence that he contacted the Prime Minister then, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, but he sent off his letters to the Commonwealth Secretariat and, of course, the regional body, the CARICOM as well, calling for observers. Suddenly he is not an observer fan. In 2020, in the local government elections last year, and since he has taken the reign of Prime Minister, anti, of course, democratic, and of course, engaged in electoral undermining, as we have the evidence to demonstrate. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. I've been listening to you all when I was away and I was taking you all, and I want to compliment you all for the good works that you all are doing. To begin with, respect to the protest yesterday, that was excellent. Number two, I heard somebody mention that somebody has a lot of Indo-Trinidad, but that is okay. That is the UNC base. The PNM have their base. But there's a silent people, there's a silent African base that support the UNC, that people, they won't come out and do that in the open, that number one. And just like in America, it's the African people support the Democrats, and the white people support the white, but they have people on both sides that don't come out. So we have to understand that. Number two, I hear for a calling this morning, I was talking about they want to hear what Kamala have planned. Like they doesn't listen to the Monday night forum or Mrs. Kamala put on the table the kind of plans that she have as long as they get into office, which I know they will get. Right? So people all stop talking and start crap on the radio. All of us get all the information right. Because I always listen to the Monday night forum. Number 212, this is from Port Spain. It's not, I like all the giving, that's democracy, all the giving me right. But he is a apologist, to the PNM, and he's a sycophant. So he will always say things in the interest of the PNM. They don't understand the leadership of Kamala Prasad Bisesa. They figure that here going on. These people who went against the internal election that she got, but it's diplomacy. You have to understand the diplomacy, and you have to understand how you deal with people. Kamala may not dump them people. If she dump them people, it will weaken the party. So fellas, open up all your eyes and see. People, be critical thinkers. Be critical thinkers. Lennox, all you're doing a great job. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm trying to abreast myself with a copy of Dr. Rowley's letter directly to where these observers would have come from, as opposed to Kamala Prasad Bisesa observing protocol, and certainly has written to. I have no doubt in my mind that based on Dr. Rowley's, and there is justification, and I will not in any way criticize her if that letter that she wrote to the Prime Minister is copied to these various institutions, simply because of Dr. Rowley's utterances and his, not just utterances, but his actions as far as observers are concerned. And there are some developments that we will disclose maybe within the next 2 days as to what we have done here on the ground report to identify those iniquities as far as the undermining of our electoral process is concerned, in concert with the government. President, good morning. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Mikey. Morning to everybody out there. Director.
Oh boy, researcher.
That was our
I'm glad that you're
That was
on.
our manifesto.
The budget. Give me an idea what was that?
Yeah. Oh, short and sweet. That was our manifesto. I went and researched what is the definition of a manifesto. It reads, I quote, a public declaration of policy and aims. Aims don't mean I have to fulfill anything that could come out my mouth. Especially, remember, one of the things that come out, he and Keith Rowley mouth was Prakash Ramana said they was going to bring back the dreaded property tax, and that was the furthest from the truth. No property tax is the name of the game right now in Trinidad and Tobago. So a manifesto is a public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election by a political party or a candidate. That is what, according to Mikey, 5 hours and 11 minutes, this man come with a manifesto here. Lies, and more lies. He talk about the RIC and how the RIC, they're working together, they're finalizing everything, and the government still reviewing it. What he was supposed to do is put in the figures that the RIC released last year, October, saying that they're going to change your residential T&Tech bill from bi-monthly to monthly, saying that they're going to increase the customer charge from $6 bi-monthly, meaning $3 a month, to $7.50. That's what he was supposed to tell you. He wasn't supposed to come on Mama Guy and tell you about CPEP and NTS and ULP, and we don't want to burden the businessman, because the last time they do it, the businessman quarrel with them, and they do it, the businessman can't pay the increased wages. He don't care what's going with you. This is an election budget, and I want people going to take any little trinkets, if you get it, and vote these people out to see them for what they really are. These people are about big business. Music going to write the wrong people name for who? One of the top billers at the refinery. Name of the company in Nigeria is OANO. Orlando PLC. Go on to a basic Google search. You will see Orlando PLC suspended from the Johannesburg, South Africa Stock Exchange over failure to file results. Go on, you will see Orlando, once thriving energy conglomerate, now clutching at straws. Go and see, you will hear they failed to file results. You will hear that they lent a crippling debt and a potential delisting, and they won't indeed delisted from the stock exchanges. So where them going with that? Wow. Why you want to refinery, brother? Who give you the authority? Use the procurement regulations. You. These assets do not belong to you. You're saying in one day, you're going on sell Magdalena. But at the road, you're saying, boy, I injecting $56.6 million to think it over and to boost jobs. Guys, to show you the managers that there is cut and paste that whole budget. You boosting job and you're going and sell the place. You know the people coming with their own stuff. You're going and spend 56 million to come and sell it for 57 million? When people go wake up by monetary policy announcement, central bank, the last time they do it, we highlighted it on the ground report. That was about 5 months before the last election. Go and pull it up on the central bank website. March the 17th, 2020, forget researcher. They dropped the reserve requirement. If the bankers drop it from 17 to 14%, and one order and say, oh, you know what that mean? That means for every $100 you deposit in the bank, Answer Bank don't have to hold $17 again. For sure, out of your money, if you request some, they only need to hold 14. You feel like that? They come now and drop it again. Monetary policy announcement, July 2024. Papers now publishing what day? Oh, they have an excess $3 billion liquidity rise after the cut in the reserve requirement. The bankers have your money to use, your money jumping up. They could play the raising DIC. Poor man don't have no 125,000. Poor man don't have no 200,000 in the bank. That's not for you. But the middle class man who wants to them businessmen and them who have a little 10 million and thing, they go lose one and they go get scrums. People need to wake up. 1% just keep their money in trust. The money not only no bank account like how we have it. No demand account where you feel you have the power to demand it when you want. They come in July and they drop the reserve ratio from 14% to 10%. These people only operate for the businessman. When you wake up, nobody man guarantees $2 on the ground. $2 buy it to buy one, you can't buy a kiss for that again, buddy. People need to wake up, boy. All these billions in national security. We go in and buy more boat. We go in and buy this. We go in and buy thousands of police vehicles. How that benefiting you? Nothing being done. Trauma only feeling the heat. People only need to wake up, boy. We have to wake up. We cannot let these men hoodwink us. This thing is beyond the election budget. This is worse I ever hear about. Imagine a man tell anybody, I see, but he ain't put no guys. Hey, boy, you're custom paying 300 in light bill. I just use an example. Well, here what's going on. You're going on pay 750. You're listening to what I'm telling you? 750 a month. And I ain't giving you no 2 months. I come in for it every month. Like rent. Like how I want my property tax, so I have to pay that money. That is what they ain't put no figures. RIC, and we working on it, and the government look at that and he just bypass all that. Call them sharing out thing, call them giving out trinkets, call them giving out $1,000 book grant. $1,000 can't buy 2 good textbook for a school child right now, boy. 3. Go and try to buy CFC maths textbook. This is real stupidness, boy. Book bag is $300. Otherwise, the shop book busting the same day. You never have a good thing. When will they go wake up, boy? So that's why they have a nice day, boy. This thing, this disturbing, boy.
The Crowd Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Lennox Smith, anything that you want to say?
Yes. I have before me the copy of the letter that was sent by Rowley in 2015 to the CARICOM Secretariat and that of the Commonwealth Secretariat asking for observers. And the letter starts, I have the one that was sent to the...
Read that letter.
No, not the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to give you certain parts.
No, read that letter there in a bit. Go ahead, Paula.
Go ahead, Paula. Yes.
You're going to read it there now. Go ahead, Paula.
Yes.
Done that. Just so they would continue voting and supporting this government. And they don't know that their life haven't improved one bit since 1960 to now. But I really don't know how important. They have to understand how important governance is until full structure fall and we end up like this. But other addition to what we said, Bolingbird has come and done a new tactic in the budget. He's using taxation now to guide the population and there's some sort of economic revenue the government generating. And now the budget is supposed to be laid out in a way that this is how we govern the country for next year. This is the amount of money we have, and this is where it's going to allocate it, and this is how we're going to generate revenue for the country. And this is where we are today. So after next year, we're supposed to see some improvement, we're supposed to see some betterment on it. If anybody in this country could tell me one thing for the last 9 years, that this is the 10th budget that has contributed to the development and the betterment of the country and the citizens, I just might say I done for. But the new strategy calling a